Government of India, Ministry of Finance have notified about 100% FDI in the insurance sector through automatic route. Last year, Government of India have passed an act, Sabka Bima, Sabki Raksha. Under this amendment, government have allowed 100% FDI in the insurance sector. The plan is very clear. Government want every person in India should not only financially included by just having a bank account, but insurance also. Insurance is always going to provide a financial stability and financial security. So this is why government is more interested to provide the financial stability to the people, financial security to the people by offering more and more insurance opportunity by allowing the foreign investment in India. As I mentioned, now 100% FDI is allowed in the insurance sector through automatic route. Why I am emphasizing automatic route? Because in India, FDI can enter through two routes. One is automatic route and second is government approval route. Usually those sectors which are not very sensitive in the nature, they are put in the automatic route. Whereas if the sectors like defense, communication, in such sectors which are considered as a sensitive because of their strategic value, government went for approval route, that is called government approval route. And within the government approval route, if any investment which is having the value of 5,000 crore or above investment, then that needs an approval of Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs headed by Prime Minister. Apart from that, there is one more thing which you must know, the Press Note 3. Under the government route, there is a Press Note 3, and that Press Note 3 says that if any country who is sharing the land border with India, their investment, if it is 10% or above, it must be go through the land route. It must be go through the government route. Means if any Chinese investor want to invest in India, that investment will be automatically come under the government route. Now, this make a curiosity in the mind of the people. Pakistani people can also invest in India. Answer, technically yes. But there is one more technicality. Government also issue a separate note in this regard, and government have very clear point in this context. Pakistani citizens, they can invest in India only through the government approval route. And majority of the time, any investment by a Pakistani origin person or Pakistani person is going to be rejected by the government because of the sensitivity with that country. But in the context of China, we have a roller coaster approach. If you'll go back to 2020, especially after the Galwan clash, government have tightened the conditions for any Chinese investment in India. Even if any investment below the 10%, that is going to be only through the government route. But in the March, government have issued a press release, and that is an amendment to the Press Note 3. Under this amendment, government said that if any investment coming from country with whom we are sharing the land border, now up to 10% investment can come under the automatic route. But before going for having an investment in India, the investor who is coming from land sharing country of India, they must send a proposal to the government for the scrutiny. Means though now a land sharing country can invest in India up to 10% through automatic route, but still there are certain checks being implemented by the government. And one more thing, this is being done only to allow Chinese investments in India, and Pakistani based investments are still having the same condition before March 2026, as I said that. Now let's back to the insurance sector. In the insurance sector, as I mentioned that now 100% automatic route investment is allowed by the government of India. But if you see the case of LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, in the Life Insurance Corporation of India, still the limit is only 20% because it is an organization of national importance, and with the line in the line of public sector banks, government have maintained this policy. So in the public sector banks, only up to 20% foreign investment is allowed. Similarly, government have maintained this policy of maintaining only 20% investment from foreign country in the LIC also. Now, question is ki why? Why LIC is so important? Why public sector banks is so important? So, one of the reason is these two are very sensitive with respect to government financing. How? A majority of the amount which government borrows from the market, these borrowings are done through government bonds and treasury bills. Reserve Bank of India issues those treasury bills and bonds, and institutional investors, they purchase these government bonds, and through that government get the money. In this way, if you'll see the contribution of LIC is the single largest holder of government securities. Means if tomorrow LIC is going to be controlled by any other entity, private entity, and under their policy they refuse to purchase the government securities from the Reserve Bank of India, it is going to create a financial trouble for the government of India. Same thing for the banks. This is why government has put these conditions for foreign investment in the public sector banks and the LIC. And one more thing you have to understand here, especially in the context of LIC, though automatic approval is given by the government with respect to 100% investment in the insurance sector, but still the top 3 management people of any insurance company which is going to have 100% foreign investment, out of top 3, at least 1 should be resident of India. Same thing we have seen in the case of the newly built airport at Noida International Airport. It is owned by a Zurich-based company, and recently it became operational, and they have appointed a CEO of Noida International Airport who is of Swiss origin. But Airport Authority of India and Government of India make it clear Noida International Airport Authority head, the CEO, should be of resident Indian rather than of foreign origin. So this is why this appointment is being cancelled. Now, an Indian origin person or Indian resident based person is going to be the head of Noida International Airport. Same condition is applied for insurance sector. Even the 100% and automatic route is applicable. I hope you have understood. If any confusion, I'll suggest you just go back to the video where I am explaining and try to have a writing notes. It will help you to understand, because it is economics and sometimes we may have some confusion. But I'll assure you, I'll attach the PDF file in this video so that you will get the precise note on this matter and you will not have any confusion. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.